So you finally get there and you sit down with the customer. What does the customer have to have, either knowledge-wise or material-wise, for you to proceed to do what you need to do?
Most of the time, we can go through all that with the samples we carry with us and get through it. Sometimes there's special sidings that we don't have in our regular price book that I have to get special pricing on, or quirky brand shingles or something that isn't something that is in our normal price books. Most of the stuff is in there, but there's probably 1 in 4 there's something that's unusual that I've got to get some pricing from production on.
Okay, so what you're saying is the customer really doesn't have to know anything about a garage or the building process. You're going to walk them all the way through that.
We'll walk them all the way through it. It's the more you can think about how you're going to use the building, maybe not even just after it's done, but down the road.
Sure.
Whether maybe you're 5 years from retirement, and so initially you're not going to heat the building, but when you retire, you're going to be spending all your time out there. That's when those are the things that we go through, is not only how is it going to be used today when it's done, but down the road, does it make sense to go to 2x6 walls and energy heels on the trusses, things like that.
And I suppose that leads into taking a look at which vehicle they drive. They got a big jacked up truck, and you better make sure you have a garage door high enough to house that vehicle.
Yep.
All of that stuff, I'm assuming, is all covered.
Oh yeah, we go through all of it and really try to get into their head as to how they're going to use the building, because everybody uses their garage differently. Everybody has different toys or different future toys that they're going to be getting, and so we try to fit the size to be appropriate. There's no such thing as building too big of a garage. No matter how big it is, you're going to fill it up. So
well, I can surely attest to that.
Yeah, I can too.
I can barely walk in mine.
Yeah.
No question. All right, so you have some information with the customer. You are talking with them outside. What do you talk about when you first get there?
First thing is to try to locate a good spot for the building that makes sense for the way their driveway comes in already, and for turning around to get back out the driveway. Figuring out approximate setback from property lines, especially if the customer already knows where the property lines are. They don't always.
Sure.
So sometimes we're making guesses until a survey gets done where it's required, that sort of thing. But so the first thing is try to locate where it's going to go, and then we go into putting some stakes in the ground whenever possible.
So you've already talked about the size of the building, or is that done all at the same time?
Kind of all at the same time. Sometimes they know what they want. Sometimes they got a couple sizes in mind, and so we have to take some extra, maybe 2 sets of stakes go in just to see what does that bigger one look like. Is it taking up too much room in the yard?
Sure.
Every project is a little different, and every customer has different wants and needs, and
Okay.
so you just kind of roll with it. And
All right. So you get all that information outside. Is everything done outside?
No, really the items that you want to try to do outside are the staking of the site, shooting elevations, figuring out slab height, prep costs, that sort of thing, approaches with an apron or class 5 driveway tie-in or something like that. But also colors for siding, shingles, soffit fascia, windows, doors. All of that stuff is usually, at least for me, done outside, because then I don't have to haul all my samples into the house.
Sure. I can truly understand that.